Hey guys, how are you doing? Just received a text from one of my friends. He's asking, like, are you watching the game? Yes, I am watching this. Was just watching on the couch, half asleep, on my phone. Yeah, watching for better or worse. Um, the Looking at this game right now. I mean, if you watch my last three videos, the one with our last episode with Ruby, and then two of my FC buzzword sort of tactical analysis for or tactical discourse for tacticians who want to be. What is happening on the pitch right now, you will find in those three videos. There is literally word by word everything I said is happening here. Um, I was just looking through the comments under the official Wrexham AFC YouTube channel, and then on X on Instagram. A lot of people say that we're the style needs to change, and new subs need to come in. And I keep on saying that if you supported this style, if you supported this way of playing through the last few years, you have no right now to complain. There is literally no right whatsoever to change to change your opinion. You don't have. If you like Parkinson's football when you win, you gotta love it when you lose. That's it. Period. End of story. Look, I'm impressed with the way the boys are. Hey, Will, by the way, I'm impressed with the way the boys are trying. They're working really hard, but they fighting against again the way we play. We're continuously behind the play because we're skipping phases. We're not working through the zones, so you are forced to be continuously behind the play. And to keep in mind, I'm not sure if they like or don't like the way Parky plays, but they praise him every time the team miraculously wins. And instead of asking for certain decisions from the management of the club, they just keep on repeating the same mistake over and over again. The thing is that what people don't understand right now is that the first game, Southampton, they didn't play well. Southampton played very, very averagely. First game of the season, they were all over the place, and Wrexham parking the bus like that. Uh, we got so lucky. That was so much luck to lose 2-1. And now looking at West Brom, they're not playing good either. Like, they're playing okay, but you can say maybe they are about 60% there. Just looking at their transition speeds and lateral movement, especially in the build-up. And note that they hardly ever kick the ball long from the back. There's always a build-up. There is always a roll through the zones. There is always a nice 2 or 3 diagonal options there for medium to short ball. We, like, every single time I'm looking at it right now, another long goal kick. So we don't see a single opportunity to build up. And there you go. I think, yeah, West Brom just scored. So um, the boys are working really hard. We are not going to be generating any substantial, repeatable, and replicable football up until we're skipping through the phases. If we keep on skipping through the phases, not engaging consistent build up from the back, if we're going to be sending the balls forward, hoping for Kiefer or Windass, actually, first of all, I told you guys 2, 3 injuries, major injuries within the first 4 to 6 weeks. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I was meant to say within two to three first games. So it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep coming. There will be more injuries coming. That's when you're isolating players in through the middle, and you're letting the opposition know exactly what you're gonna do, even without them being sinister, trying to injure your players. Players are literally going to be injured because the opposition knows exactly where the ball is going. So by the law of averages, those people who are your target men, they're going to go down. So Windows is down. Kiefer Moore is now playing on I think deflated what was good? They Parkinson said they got rid of the inflammation, all the swelling. If they literally pump the liquid out of the swelling, he's gonna get injured again very very soon. It happened to me, and this is not what you do. But Parkinson has no other plan. He needs to get Kiefer back up to speed because who else he's gonna send the long balls to? So yeah, honestly, you were spot on about the injured. Yeah, yeah, brother. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be genius to understand all that. And there will be more. There will be more. I'm very surprised that O'Brien is not injured yet because he's running around like a crazy ant, and sooner or later that kind of work rate will put him down too. Um, yeah, individual effort is great, but the overall lack of systems and Plan B in any way, shape, or form. Actually, currently, I don't even see Plan A. All I can see is spray and pray, football. They tried playing at the back in the beginning of the game, but because lateral balls do not act as a trigger for any kind of mid-zone progression, it goes nowhere. They sooner or later they're gonna have to kick it forward again. Um, sorry, I was wondering if that prediction would come true. You mean about the injuries you were wondering? Yeah. Look, it's not again. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to show off or anything. It's if you know just a tiny little bit about football, not just from a point of view of somebody who sits there and goes, "Yeah, let's go Wrexham." But I worked in the industry a little bit. I worked in the professional sports arena. It's very visible. You don't have to be a genius. You have to be just slightly clued in on the way things usually go, and they always repeat themselves. Yeah, spending more money, good, very good point. Now everybody's up in arms saying we need another CB, we need another midfield. You can bring as many players as you want. You can bring in the most expensive players. The way they have to self-coach, the way to have to gel in the old school way by literally kicking the ball around together for a few months, it's not going to make an immediate change. Lack of tactical and operational education, lack of system, lack of phase connection, lack of interzonal substitution and interzonal links. It all creates gaps, and it all creates that feeling like the team is consistently a step behind, like the team is consistently underperforming, like this team is just stuck in a certain way, in a certain gear. If you have that feeling of, you watch the game and you have those thoughts come to your head, that's a sign uh, of a lack of systematic setup, and that comes from the coach. Um, so the guys they can only do as that much. They self coaching will take you only that far, and it doesn't work on a high level. You can see the West Brom again. For you guys watching, and the who, if you guys gonna be watching this later, West Brom is not playing good. They like 50% maximum, maybe 56-60% of their capability. Once players and teams are up to speed, about 10 games in, that's going to be brutal. So, where are all those who were saying we're going up, playoffs and whatnot? I would like to hear them actually right now. Instead of criticizing how everything is not going well and how Parkinson needs to change his style, I would like them to actually carry on playing that same trumpet, keep on blowing that trumpet, because you have no right just backstepping everything you say every time. Looking at who's that coming on now? Smith. Is it Smith? Yeah. I don't think this. Sorry, who did he replace? James, Meta James. Yeah. So now obviously he's changing formation, to throw more bodies up front, trying to save the game. Yeah. So it'll be more football going up towards the front three right now. Yeah, West Brom up right. That's a good opportunity for a cross. Don't cross it just yet. Don't cross it just yet. Okay. Yeah, almost got there though. Um, yeah, the the possession. The possession is still very very low. Without the ball, without the possession, it's very hard to control the games. They always become sort of Russian roulette kind of a scenario. Oh, beautifully held onto the ball into the box right now. Easy layoff. Oh my goodness, should have scored there. So the score should have been about 5-1 by now to West Brom, and it's 3-1 now. Yeah, excellent. So that's exactly what I mean. The team is falling apart because if you skip the phases on the way up in the build up, you effectively gonna crash in defense because your setup is not adjustable. When your ball travels from your box to the top third without touching your players in the mid, it doesn't matter who you're going to get in the midfield. If you, even if you get the best players in the world to play in the midfield, if they're not touching the ball, if the ball is bypassing them every time, there is no defensive and transitional structure that exists that's going to support you on the way down. So when you can see West Brom counterattacking, those don't even look like counterattacks. They look like they're building up not from the back but from the middle of the pitch, because the middle of the pitch is empty. It doesn't exist. There is no there is no skeleton that is there and that is working to the demands of the game and to the location of the ball. So this is the way Parkinson plays. So right now we're looking at um, exactly what everybody had asked for. You wanted Parky, in Parky with Rust. This is what you're gonna get. It's mind you, it's gonna get a little bit better when they gel. If he manages, like hopefully he stays in for a while, because if he leaves soon, that's gonna be, man. He selected this team. That's right now. It's a Parky team. Like if I was to theoretically, if I was you or anybody else were to step in and start working with these guys right now, the team is very disbalanced. Trying to come up with more or less a workable model will take you at least 3 months, at least. Sorry, Will, I don't quite understand this question. Will tactics beat this West Brom team or better players? You're talking about what kind of team is needed to beat Wrexham? Currently, on this level, with this level of competition and individual skills, any team that will take possession out of you, even by 10%, will win the game. Mainly because if you don't allow Wrexham to keep on pushing the ball up the wings and deliver those crosses for continuous chances, you will simply capitalize on lack of midfield structure. Yeah, just like I said, if you're skipping transitions and you're skipping phases, I'm not even talking about half phases, just full phases. If you're skipping full simple phases and interzonal transitions on the way up, you will never have any midfield, and you will never have any possession, and you will never have any productive positive defense. That's what you see, literally. So yeah, kind of hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Like literally, just like I said, watch my last 3 videos, and everything I explained is on your screen right now, word by word. West Brom currently with the ball. Now they pretty much can do whatever they want, whether they want to just kick it up the pitch or yeah. Rob, you gotta. They're showing Rob McElhenney right now. He needs to really think about um, where his priorities lie. Bringing in more players is not going to fix the situation. The, the structural, systematic vulnerability of this team is staggering. The level of operational and tactical buildup um, and principles of possession are, guys, I kid you not, I played better football in high school. Just when it comes to systematic organization and coaching, you can tell that those guys had never sat in a classroom to work together on the systems. Yeah. Survival battle this year, mid-table survival battle. That's the best we can hope for. Um, in all honesty, and like I can't even see the basis that we can build on. Like I don't see the very basic foundation of what can be taken and developed further. Improvisation, the way the ball moves up the pitch is different every time, apart from dominance of the flank. Push up the flank again. McLean right now crossing back into the box. At this level, like I said before, people know you by heart. Like they know every single step of the way. You cannot rely on continuous crosses. It's not going to work. It's not going to get you anywhere. Um, yeah, unfortunately, Will. Yeah, unfortunately, predictions. They're not even predictions, guys. It's not like I'm fortune telling. It's right there. It's right there for the last 3 years, and I've been saying this all along. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. It's gonna get a bit better. Don't get me wrong. It will get a little bit better. But everybody thinks that I'm just a negative, crazy idiot. But yeah, I just want to see something that is developable and progressive instead of this go go out there and do better kind of approach. So much money spent, so much money spent, especially for Wrexham, for this poor town, um, and and getting the same kindergarten football played with these very expensive, solid players. They're not superior players, but that's the problem because before every time Parker was just relying on having superior players, and that's how he would win. But it's not going to work anymore. It's not going to work anymore, guys. They need to gel. Yes, they need to gel in the old school way. That's the only way. They don't have anything else going for them. They don't have any backup. They don't have nothing to rely on. Now like he would say, we changed the tactics and we switched to 4-3-3 or whatever it is. Still doesn't work because the patterns have not changed because there is none. Spray and pray doesn't count as a pattern. And again, I say it again, Wrexham is not, West Brom, they're not playing well. They're not playing to their full potential, not even close. They're playing as a very average, below average championship team right now. Same as for Southampton when they played. And by the way, where's Oli Palmer, huh? Everybody was singing praises how Oli Palmer is the greatest player ever. Where is he? Why is he not playing? Actually, I dare you play Oli Palmer. Bring him on right now. We're losing 1-3, just like we did against Hull. Where are all those Oli Palmer lovers? Demand Oli Palmer on the pitch right now. He'll save the day. Oh my goodness! Just the most sort of palm-faced moment is that it happens over and over and over again, and nobody learns a damn thing. Uh, how many times it has to repeat itself? Yes, if you like Parker so much, get him a consultant. Get him somebody who will teach him how to build systems, how to connect phases, how to act on positive ball progression through triggers and the pressing, because our pressing is atrocious. They tried it. I saw them trying it. No intelligent triggers whatsoever, just random pressing cues. Made it even more dangerous. It would be better if they don't press. All he was hoping for this game, by the way, is to score first and then sit in this park the bass mode again. Wrexham 23rd, yeah, 23rd. Yeah. No, Oli Palmer sucks. Oli Palmer sucked on level two, on League Two level. That's what I mean. Oli Oli Palmer should not be on the books since 3 years ago, as well as a couple of other players. But because Parky loves him, he loves playing that kind of football. He used to love. That's why he's still there. Now he's got Kiefer. So Kiefer is the better Palmer right now. I mean, Kiefer is miles better as a player. Yeah. Windass is regretting his decisions already. You can you can say you can say that confidently. And look, at the same time, guys, results don't matter. Even if right now they go back and pull out another miracle out of the bag and even win this game 4-3 or whatever or tie, it's not about the results. It's about the holistic approach of what is happening. This chaotic, just like I said, we have separated the pitch into little zones of battles. And those battles, our players are going to come injured. Those battles are not sustainable. If you do not have a constructive, systematic approach to positive, replicable, and repeatable delivery of the box in the various zones of the pitch through reliable, consistent transitions, you're going to end up with this. Parkey's not going to change. He will not change. Doesn't matter what he. All he will do right now will he will go back and ask for more money to buy better players because he will say right now his midfield is not up to speed. You see, we don't play through the midfield because Dobson is not up to speed because Matty James is not up to speed. Who else? And if they just like I said before, God forbid those guys will try and argue something and actually say, like, look, right now, Parkinson, as he should have many times before, right now during the press conference, he should come out and say, this is on me. This is my fault. The way we play, the way we lost tonight, this is on me. He's never going to say anything like that. The team is losing. This team, the way they play, it's definitely a manager's loss. But he will not change. Yeah, he will stick to his guns because, to be honest, he doesn't change because he doesn't know how to do anything else. He's incompetent. And there is a video of, I will share it on the channel probably later on, of some players talking about him from his time before Bolton. Bradford, I think they describe the way he operates. That will answer all of your questions. The guy that's the way he is. When you have superior players in lower leagues and consistent supply of finances, and any player you want pretty much gets to you like this, you can win. It doesn't matter, literally doesn't matter what kind of game you play. You will overpower and you will outmuscle anybody. When it gets to the point when championship, this competition is all about coaching approach. It's all about ideas, implementation, especially for team with less money. Go ahead. Show us what you can do. Show us your coaching genius. I got one back. Yeah. Just like I said, even if by some miracle they pull out a draw or a win, it's not about that. It's about the way we play. And look, another one of those up the wing cross. This time, a lot of people in the box, they missed out on marking Smith, who is a good player. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get yourself booked now. Out of nowhere. completely unnecessary. Yeah. To all those who were saying before that Parky is playing percentages, that's your percentages. Playing against a very average West Brom at home, your percentages got you 2 goals, and West Brom should have scored 5 at least, and that's a loss. I have, I have predicted the loss, not because I'm so down and uh, so pessimistic, because it's again very logical, and the next game will be a loss too. Um, let's see what's going to happen. It's just the beginning. Um, there will be more interesting things to come. I don't see, to be honest, I don't really, apart from that natural transition that these players need to go through by physically playing with one another longer to understand those little intricacies and build those connections and chemistry that they need to build. There is nothing else they can rely on. So yeah, it's going to take a while. He brought them in late. Now he's going to go and try and get more players, but this loss is completely on Parkinson, and the way the team is playing is completely on Parkinson. We don't have bad players; we have adequate players, but we're not even talking about Plan B right now. We're talking lack of full absence of Plan A. Positive of the game, couple of goals scored. I guess the crosses work to a certain extent. So keep those coming, but try to find an alternative to that. Apart from a couple of goals scored, not much. Honestly, not much. I don't see many positives. Unfortunately, whatever little positives I can force myself to find right now, there is one big negative. Is that there is no foundation to build on. Everything that happens up front that leads us to a positive outcome is an accident. Build up, the patterns are not there. I'm sorry, I can't. Yeah, I would be lying to you guys and to myself. There is not too much positives right now. Yeah, I guess it's just the way it's going to be for a while. But look, yeah, please go back and watch the last 3 videos. The last episode with me and Jesse, Ruby Slippers, and then the 2 Buzzwords FC tactical analysis for tactical wannabes. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks so much, Will. Hopefully we'll come up with something, with another episode either tomorrow or next weekend, but maybe I will just pop in and do a little bit more of a in-depth episode about these 2-3 games that we just played. To be honest, there's not much to talk about, but yeah, I'll see if I can break them down to digestible bites, and we can talk about it and maybe discuss about what's next. No problem, Will. No worries. Thank you so much. And look, usually I'd say first 10 games. If this is going to carry on, I'm afraid first 5 games of this, and things will change, because we'll be sitting well in the relegation zone. And right now, I don't see us. To be honest, I don't see us picking up any points. Maybe apart from like a random draw because even Hull with their League One team should have won. It's a cup game, I get it, and we played the League One side, but still, the systematic approach was the same. Even they should have won. What happened was a complete fluke. But it is what it is. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night.